Welcome. In this video we'll be looking at the linen stitch. This stitch is a dense woven like fabric which resembles linen. It's made by using knit and purl stitches, alternating in slip stitches, yarn forwards and yarn backs. This is also a reversible pattern, with the back being called the tweed stitch. If you have been following my knitting playlist, the only new technique to you is the slip stitch, so that's what we were covering in this video. So let's get into it. The first stitch of the row is a knit stitch, followed by a yarn forward. Now the slip stitch in this row we will be slipping purlwise. So insert your needle as if you were going to purl and just move the stitch over to the other needle, and that's the purlwise slip stitch complete. Now yarn back and start again. So knit one, yarn forward, slip one purlwise, yarn back, and keep doing that until the end of the row. Now on to row 2, the purl row. With the yarn in the front, purl your first stitch. Then yarn back and slip the next stitch purlwise. Yarn forward and start again. So purl one, yarn back, slip one purlwise, yarn forward, and just keep going like that until the end of the row. This is a 2-row repeat, so just keep going like this until your project is as big as you want it to be. In this pattern we are slipping the stitches purlwise so as not to twist the stitch. However, some patterns call for the stitch to be slipped knitwise. In this case, you would insert the needle as if you were going to knit the stitch and then slip it to the other needle. This puts a small twist in the stitch. Okay, let's get into some technical jargon. When you see the stitch in a pattern, it will probably be written as SL or SLST, possibly with a number after it, to let you know how many stitches to slip, such as SL1 would mean to slip one stitch. If it has purlwise, P-wise, or just P after it, it will mean that the stitch should be slipped purlwise. This could also be written with numbers in it, such as SL1P would mean slip one purlwise. Reading your work can be a little tricky, but remember that your yarn always travels across the slip stitch. In the case of the linen stitch, it's on the front of your work, but it could also be on the back. I have highlighted the stitch as an example. This is a clearer image of a stitch that has been slipped with the yarn in front of the work. In this image we see a stitch that has been slipped across 2 rows with the yarn in the back of the work. Now that we have learnt the linen stitch and therefore the slip stitch, we can mix it up and make a number of different stitch patterns, such as the textured stitch or the loop pattern, vertical bar lines, the double woven stitch, the woven rib, the garter slip stitch, the basket rib, or the slipped rib, to name just a few.